broken the access code to this game. A game in which your destiny depends upon your own decisions, and where the ultimate weapon is your mind.
Thalass Gaming.
Connor Vamp.
All right,
Yeah, you get
here we go.
with an
We're
ass.
vamping. This is Horenheim, episode 31. We got people in the studio, and we have 7 studios across this great U.S.
We're live across 7 studio audiences in 7 different studios.
He's not wrong.
It's like every
don't
COVID
mind.
TV show ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Where did we?
This is our version of The Circle, guys.
David loves that show.
It is that and Love on the
Oh.
Spectrum are like my two favorite Netflix
Dude,
series.
Love on the Spectrum right now is the best show on TV.
It is goated. If
It's
you
so
have
good.
not seen it,
I have not seen. I've seen clips of it, but I've never seen episodes of it.
it is
Oh.
amazing. And Bert Kirshner was talking about like how much fun those guys were at the party. Like they were the ones tearing up the dance floor. Like they just have so much fun, and they're such a cool crew.
Mm-hmm.
The
Billy, you're a pretty good dancer.
Yeah, I dance on the weekends actually. I do interpretive dance at Eastern Illinois University as part of a charity group,
In
which
the
has
Free
been a lot of
Speech
fun.
Valley.
That's
It's
actually
been a
That's cool.
artistic experience. Fuck you, Connor.
my
What music
deepest
do you dance
blackout
to?
drunk experience was at Eastern Illinois.
Mhm.
Dude, it's Party City.
I
Mhm.
did a talk on my research at Eastern University.
That's a drastic.
Speaking of which, this is a good segue to our sponsor, Eastern Illinois.
Eastern University.
Not the university, just the eastern part of Illinois. Thank you.
That's fair enough, honestly.
I guess I gotta share my Eastern story. I watched a guy fall off a roof, and then we
Oh.
That's such an Eastern story.
Did you push him off?
and then we walked to the liquor store and got another bottle of tequila. That was that night.
I
Hell
wonder
yeah.
if it was the same night I was there.
Anyways,
Which leads
That's
us into
the
the
van.
segment.
All right, guys.
Now More Sun is dead.
Van Morrison? Yeah, that was a long time
Somebody
ago.
roll a d6.
I would love to roll it.
Already?
Yeah.
I don't want to screw this one up.
Everyone roll initiative.
2.
It's always
Two?
two.
Siddle. You're
Alright.
dead.
Let me have it.
Is that
Roll
good?
again.
Uh-oh.
Roll again. Okay.
Is it
4.
good?
Double it and give it to the next guy.
I didn't prep very well, so we're rolling some
Ma-
stats
Taco
for
Bell orders.
what's about to happen. And then
And then...
And then.
No, in there.
what even is that?
Dude, where's my
Dude, where's
car,
my car?
bro?
What else can I say?
I didn't know the reference. I just enjoyed the actual joke. I didn't know the reference at all. I just appreciated it.
That's
It
the
made
magic
me
of comedy.
immediately think of the "Let me tell you something" guy. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
No, and then.
It's the same energy.
tell you something.
I think
It's
it'd
the
be
same
super
energy
fun if
as,
we got
"Why
drunk
are you
tattoos
running?
in our campaign.
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Oh. I think that woman's like cry of like just pure fear is like the funniest noise I can hear in my head.
All right, this is gonna be wild,
Hell yeah.
and it could be bad or good or bad.
It will certainly be fun.
Whatever it is, be gentle.
Jeez.
Great. Opening this, opening that. I feel like I need to take a shot.
Ooh,
I'm going in dry, man.
let's go.
It doesn't feel
Just
like
rub
a
it down,
dry
dude.
fit.
Rub it down.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tailspire music.
Ew. No, we don't do that anymore.
So I said shut up.
Oh, I thought you said shout out.
Shout out.
Shut up to our
Uh,
sponsors.
The eastern part of Illinois.
Yeah.
Except for Kirby, he's on It's on the other side.
Yeah.
Weast.
What kind of sponsors are you reading? What was it? Promo?
I think
Yeah.
Kirby or Clay's the farthest east of Illinois.
I feel confident. Well, Squeak might be farther east.
That's true.
No,
I thought you
he
felt
actually
confident.
might be.
I don't know
I think he's
where he
up
is
near
on
the
that
middle.
godforsaken peninsula.
Quick, everybody trash talk Florida while Squeak's away.
America's chode.
That's it. We got it.
No, you're more. Well, when we bring in, what is it, longitudes?
That's your guy.
It's one of those two.
That is indeed the one you're looking for.
I don't. My map doesn't have them. So, who knows?
Longitudes? My map doesn't have them.
We ain't got that here.
Yeah, don't need those.
I've got the Gulf of America though.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Gulf of Eastern Illinois.
Squeak, have you swam in Gulf 2.0 yet?
How's the update?
No, I have not.
That's the update.
Better graphics.
Yeah, the waves crash with an American accent now.
Yeah.
It's just gunshots.
Can you tell me how did they sound before?
Oh God. Hola.
All the sound bits are 45s.
No, it's funny because in Spanish, hola,
Hola
means hello,
wave.
but it also means wave.
A wave, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's your Spanish
Hey.
lesson of the day.
No learning here.
I know very basic Spanish.
Let's
I
see
can
it.
order at a restaurant.
What are you
Oh,
ordering?
nice.
Taco.
Uno.
How many? Yeah.
I have so much insecurity about ordering at any Hispanic restaurant, butchering one word and getting roasted by staff. Because they start talking and I just know I've got that tingling on the back of my neck. I know they're talking shit, but I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I just go simple.
Yeah.
Dude, my Korean's so much better when I'm drunk.
So it feels that way, right?
Yeah.
No, it is better. It's confirmed better by everyone I know who speaks Korean. They're like, you stop worrying about if you sound stupid and you just start talking. And I'm like, that's true. Alright, I guess we'll
That's how
start.
alcohol works.
What do we even end with?
We escaped.
Big
We all
You guys
escaped.
get all the way out? We did a fadeaway as you were walking out, right? Explosion
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll do... How about stop playing with my pen? We'll do a time, not a skip, a time fuzz. The rest of the night kind of blurs as you guys recollect outside the chaos of the atmosphere. The heat you're feeling from even this far away, the fire so large, burning with so much fuel. Enough food and dried goods and alcohol to get about 40 ships full of soldiers through a month and a half long journey and indeterminate length blockade. Gone up in one go. So the fire is huge, it's hot, it's got a lot of fuel. This was food for thousands of soldiers. And now it's cooking. You guys get through the town. There's like an electric energy. That explosion seen and heard across the town. The fire as you get farther in, lighting up the overcast sky. You return back to the tavern I don't remember the name of. It's late.
Yeah.
I do this great.
Can we put our
habit.
uniforms in the hole before we get back?
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. I changed my face back
when we're
to not
we're
burn.
time fuzzing, let's assume that all of these things are fine.
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to say it out loud that we don't look like soldiers anymore. And
When we're utilizing the time fuzz, let's assume that I won't punish you for anything that happens.
Yeah, it can't be.
Okay.
Yes.
I love this type of fuzz.
second
Officer,
favorite
there
type of
was a
fuzz.
time fuzz.
My favorite thing as a GM is just take away your agency and then punish you for what I've done in your place.
That is kind of sick.
We get back to the tavern. I realizing I also don't have the name of my notes are the best.
Make up a new
But
one.
it doesn't matter. You walk in and the bartender, he's there, and your past names. You guys know each other. He's hammered. He's been drinking this wood, polishing this turpentine. He can barely see straight. You guys return to the tavern.
Can we find a
Oddly
Quiet.
empty.
Mhm.
Doc? You all right? After that whole thing.
Yeah. Good.
Oddly unaffected.
I actually feel better.
That was
I'm gonna drag Siddle to a corner or a bed somewhere and leave him to rest.
No, I
Because
want
last
drink.
I knew he was drunkenly stupering through the streets.
The fuzz has made my head fuzzy. We'll say I got a hangover coming on. I'll go.
I think that might be the alcohol.
Oh, you think?
Go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Whose idea was it to get pissed drunk before a heist?
Like to see you try, Ivan.
I guess. I'm just kidding.
I can't sleep.
So as the night you guys are coming down from the adrenaline, those muscles that are knotted slowly unloosening. Miraculously, another job completed. About as you drew it up. Just about.
Just about.
As rough as that drawing was, it's about how you drew it. Almost captured, but escaped. You guys are reflecting over your remarkably short stay in Malinsport thus far. And how much has happened in just the 2 days you've been here. And you know that the last thing is yet to pass is whether or not Reginald will come this evening. You'd imagine he's busy at the moment, but if he shows up, it'll probably be late.
If he does, I mean, we just blew up his camp, so we can't expect him. I mean, we can, but he's gonna have some stuff on his plate.
Who's gonna be the one to meet him?
I mean, I'm pretty memorable. I would like it to not be me.
I can go.
That works.
As much
Wait.
as I'd like to be there, I probably shouldn't.
I think we should also take measures to set up assurances.
Oh, Vic, I think maybe you should accompany August.
I'll say from the pill. Assurances like what?
What Siddle
You
is
got
asking about is what assurances might we take?
Yeah.
That I don't know. Perhaps How many people are currently in the bar with us?
You guys and the hammered bartender.
I suppose a few of us. Maybe we can wait outside, watch the building, make sure nobody.
Upstairs portion too, where the beds are. It's a classic 2-level inn. Classic fantasy tavern upstairs bedroom situation inn.
Classic.
I think we should keep people on guard and make sure there's no funny business about. Because if he comes back looking for vengeance and we're caught unaware, it could be deadly.
Agreed.
What if August sits at like the corner booth and then we sit at the bar? That way we're all in the same room and make it look less suspicious.
No one likes to be the only one drinking, right?
We could also make sure the bartender goes to sleep, and then someone could be a fake bartender.
Well, Doc, I think you probably have the best way of mixing things than the rest of us do. How do you feel about being a bartender?
I'm not sure hospitality is.
He prefers
strong thing.
mixologist.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to use the term. Seems pompous.
I can give it a shot. I'll probably need to change my clothes.
I'll go upstairs and keep a lookout. I'll ensure that we don't have any unwanted visitors.
All right. So what? I'm just gonna go over here and put the bartender to sleep.
Probably not in terms like that. Yeah,
Hopefully, we can just get him to sleep.
you can always ask him.
He's drinking fucking xylenes and shit.
Yeah, I'll go ask him.
Get back to xylenes.
Hey, barkeep. Right over. You're looking a little parched.
You see the part of the bar in front of him, the varnish is off. Because he's been spilling.
It's just a raw table.
Hey, we've already got rooms here. You look like you've had enough to drink. What? I used to run bar down in South Colonia for years. I can take the rest of the night. I don't think you're going to get any more customers.
You know how to make a ballast rider?
You're damn straight I do.
What's in it?
Well, up here, it's different than it was down south. But this is a drink that was known to be on boats, so it had to be mixed, kind of broadly. There's a bunch of different mixes depending on where you're at. Where are you from? I need to know where you're from in order to know the correct mix.
I'm from here.
Well, in that case...
I'm from here and I have a name.
Can I just do a scan of the ingredients that are around real quick?
It's a lot of hard alcohol.
Well, first we're going to start with the hard stuff, We're going to keep it well for anyone coming through that it looks like, keep things cheap. 2 fingers, wink. And then that's it.
Where are you from?
I'd drink it.
I'm from a bunch of different places, but
How do they make it? 2 fingers of anything in a cup?
not anything.
Here it's at least 4.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess where I'm from, we also like well, I'll make sure 4 fingers. Yeah.
4. It's a cup full of hard alcohol.
I just didn't
It's what
take you
everybody
for-
gets, no matter what they order.
All right. I mean, I can do that.
Kind of looks you up and down, and he stumbles away.
Look back at
Well?
everybody and I mean, hell, that
I'll start putting some of my shit behind the bar, like my guns and stuff.
put the guns underneath.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, down. Take my jacket off, maybe take my tie off, grab an apron if I can.
Well,
wear bow
actually,
ties for some
you
reason?
did just get arrested on base.
I'm turning my life around, okay? I'm working at a bar now.
He's already.
That is a fair point.
And like an hour later.
I got a job. I'll make
Tell
it.
me he's not in character, because he's perfect.
Why does that make so much sense that all the guys who got fucking... Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
All right, Doc, and here's a tip I learned going into a few different bars around the world. When you want to look like you're doing something when you're not doing anything, get a cloth and a glass and just do this.
I've got a cloth and I'm just wiping the counter.
The varnish is
I
coming
like
off
how
on
we-
the count of the turpentine.
It is.
I like how we
When I
can't
get
see
my
that on
summons.
camera. All we see is hands just moving vigorously out of frame.
Oh.
Gonna get
Sometimes
canceled
I
for that.
crank it behind the bar to look busy.
He's turning his life
Pulls
around.
up
Give
an
him a
old
chance.
engine.
Jesus Christ.
Also, Elias, I have this book here that I think you might be keen on.
Oh.
I'm
I'm gonna head upstairs and take a look out.
the records for all the intake for the prisoners at the thing that I swiped.
Oh shit. This is good.
I don't think they put Doc's name in there, but I think that was the next step after all the franticness ended.
All right.
Maybe, I don't know, one of your guys that you're looking for came through?
What are my guys?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. Not really looking for anybody, but I'm sure
I can
Sir
find them.
Co would like people. So take a peek, see if they're sending people somewhere or something.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's probably several hours here where everybody, Ivan, upstairs in kind of a bedroom, sitting in a dark, no tapers lit. Yeah. I'm looking out the window. The very noir, just back shot of him with the front lit, so you can't
Fucking love
see
back
him.
shots.
Just staring out as like the light from the window comes in.
They say I couldn't find him, but I can find anyone.
Doc at the bar, admiring the power of whatever this alcohol is and its paint removing properties.
At this
And
point, there are
Rusty's-
two rags that are stuck to the fucking bar top. They're just glued in. And I'm just like, well, I need a new rag.
And then we gotta pull away and make a investigation check here on the book.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh. 10.
Not a ton of prisoners in this logbook. As the night drags on, there's months of information. This has been here a while. It's like name and crime and time and short descriptions of people. Very kind of basic log. One name sticks out. Albany Bab. Various crimes. He's He's been taken. He always leaves overnight. He never stays for long. Something he's released. Mentioned he's released on the orders of so-and-so, a different captain, a different sergeant. Always ends up getting released. Always described as kind of like questionable person. Very suspicious, but always gets out from above. You also notice within the last month, several members of the church also are in the logbook for practicing magic within the military base, unapproved magic, a few on trespassing, and a few trespassing within restricted areas of the camp. But also they get released from orders from it's Reginald Dundry himself. That's what you give it a 10. And those weren't present in the long form, but in the recent month and a half, they become getting arrested more.
Okay.
And after several hours, Ivan, as you're watching out the window, two men in Brillandori regalia.
I'm gonna bang on the floor 2 times.
Is that the signal we discussed?
Flashback. I will tap on the floor for each individual I see approaching the building.
Did you just flashback yourself?
I did. I was
Going
prepared
back
this
now.
time.
You mentioned it during the time fuzz. Move past it. Move past it.
He even interrupts himself.
I'm gonna change my face into an unassuming old man. That way they don't feel threatened or anything like that. Just a person. I'm a messenger.
I'll sit at the end of the bar, closest to the door.
Old men have hobbies. What hobby does it look like this old man has?
He's got some slight burns on his hands. I think he might have been a baker.
My head went arson. Arson, my favorite.
You know,
hobby.
just boy shit.
Just boy stuff. Arson. The door opens. Those of you who snuck onto the ship, and I guess everyone at the dinner has seen Reginald Daughtry except for Ivan, who was upstairs. Comes in, kind of him, and he has a second with him, another man. Both look very capable. Those of you who went to the boat noticed this was his first mate, kind of guy that he was talking with. Very much security scans the room situation. Walks to the bar. Blind Bob's whatever.
Alright. Turn around, I'll just ale. In a shot glass.
He can have some of my bottle here. And I'll grab mine from my bag and pull it out, and I'll pour myself one, and I'll pour them to each one. And I'll drink mine first, so they know that it's not too scary. It's just a strong alcohol.
Pick up my shot. Cheers.
He walks over and sits with you, Reginald. The second stays standing, very much acting in this situation as a security guard. So you're the mysterious person who left me a note today, and we are gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
Raggy.
Dinner party vibes.
We're gonna
Hell
go
yeah.
dinner party rules.
Oh, this is gonna be great for me.
Dinner
7.
party rules. I was thinking, instead of it's not you run out of charisma, so it's not really straight dinner party rules. What we rolled for before are the numbers of initiative turns you guys get before things happen. And the other one was a number of resolve for different things. So, hold on.
So I have the ability to swap initiatives.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that.
Okay.
Alright. Did you guys already roll? Because that's on me.
Oh shit, I did not roll.
Can you roll now, even if you already rolled, so that it goes in? Or I guess you can tell me if you really love
7.
them.
I feel it's fair.
I feel like I'm
Can I-
asleep upstairs still. Is that where I am? I didn't walk down. I'm in bed.
Are we re-rolling? I'll re-roll.
He said to roll just to put it in the tracker, and then yeah.
Okay.
It just
Can I
auto
use-
goes, and that's easier for me when I'm being lazy.
So do I need to re-roll as well?
Could you?
Roll it.
Just to
I
keep
will.
everything
I will.
above board. Cito, did you roll?
No, I mean I can roll. Maybe I'll wake up drunkenly from my sleep. I like that. Where
I think it's boring
is-
if you don't do anything.
Yeah.
I'll wake
I think
your
that's a
ass
boring
up.
character choice.
Ding dong, bitch. Let's
12.
go.
Hey,
You get fucking bongoed on your butt cheeks to wake you up.
All right. Ooh.
He's like, we gotta go.
Tightest
right.
snares you've ever heard.
I got a drink first.
You got a few hour nap before the game.
6-inch rim shot in
Yeah.
my butt, dude.
Whoa!
I'm like, where this is going?
Whoa.
Clowns.
Clowns.
Kick.
A deep kick. Clowns, a deep kick.
Chapter
That's
17.
that's his E EP.
Clowns. Deep
Guys,
kick.
I have
Are
to
you
play
doing
this
the
character.
initiative
Don't make
swap?
fun of him.
I would like to swap initiatives with Vic. Kind of like because I gave him the heads up that they're coming and that there's 2. He's kind of ready to go as soon as they come through. So thematically, that's why I would like to swap initiatives with Vic.
All right. So he kind of sits down, sees you take the drink, looks at it, kind of lifts it.
Not the best, but it hits the spot.
Yeah, it's very just like alcohol forward.
On a baker's wage. It makes the difference.
So I received a note earlier tonight. On the back of my ship, in the captain's quarter, I look out and see a mysterious handwritten note with some quite magnificent claims. Claiming Dalmore's son, the missing priest, who we assume is dead or kidnapped, was actually some kind of undead being, in that the power structure of the Church of Tesuliad is full of undead. And as me and my advisor are speaking over this, the food stores of the military base here explode. Now, one would say, is this too much of a coincidence? The note appears and a tragic explosion that killed 25 soldiers happened on the same night.
Is
Now,
it
I've come
coincidence, or is it the machinations of war? Don't
It
mean to
might
interrupt.
be there. I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Understandable.
Now, the only reason I'm entertaining this situation is because I too have noticed the church has what appear to me only to be backwards priorities. They don't seem to care about the soldiers. They don't seem to care about winning. They seem to care about violence. They want the most blood spilled. All of their plans and their advisors would lead to bloodshed. And whenever I ask about it, I'm told not to worry. Be a good soldier. Listen up. But then I'm handed a gift. Thalmor's son disappears. And as acting commander, I have a small window of time before whoever the next Thalmor's son's gonna be shows up and starts ruining my military operation.
It's almost as if you were handed a gift.
I want you, and I assume, looking around, at least some of these other people in here, to tell me why we shouldn't arrest or kill all of you tonight. Tell me why we should trust this no, why we should pay it any heed. And August, everyone heard you're the first in initiative order. This is where the pseudo dinner party is happening. He's come in and he's laid the stakes of what is happening.
I think Vic is first, isn't he?
20.
Because you have 22.
I had we went with new rolls. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The thing that's in here says
Oh,
22.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine.
But you're first.
I know. Look, I'm a messenger. But my group is looking out for the well-being of the small folk, of the normals, of the average person here. And I see that you are doing the same. Those in charge of the church and the governments are looking for war and bloodshed for whatever reasons. I only have one peek into the church's side. And what I can tell you is that I think you and I have more in common than we think. You are looking out for at least the lives of your soldiers. We are looking out for the lives of the average person. From what we have seen, the church is looking for bloodshed, looking for war, for either power in political spheres or to collect the power of souls, which is maybe too much for this conversation. But I thank you for entertaining us and coming here.
It's just persuasion.
$15? We need your help if the most people here are going to survive this war.
You say you've seen what the church is doing, but you didn't give me any information. If you're looking for trust, that's not the way to get it. And Vic's next. Doesn't seem like 15 work.
I'll just... Alright, barkeep, hit me with another.
During this time, I've been back here mixing shit.
Oh shit! I forgot to put up my cloak. That's how rude of me. I'm gonna walk over to kind of near the door. There's like a hanger or something, and I'm what the move I want to do. I don't know what it looks like in this inn, but like definitely take the open sign and flip it off. And I would like
definitely like a driftwood hung on like some twine.
I would like to, as I'm like hanging up my coat, lock the door and flip that to closed without being noticed.
You want one of the same, or you want something a little stiffer?
Well, how they pour them here? I know it's 4 fingers. I talked to the owner.
Well, I'm gonna give you 4 fingers, something I've been working up.
Oh.
Make a sleight of hand.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Natural 20 for a 30.
Look at him go.
You feel like no one noticed what you were truly doing.
Good.
Doc, perfectly. Honestly, this is going perfectly in order. Doc, you're next.
So the whole time they've been talking, I've been trying to take all the shitty liquor and just off a smell, make something that tastes awesome. It's strong, but it tastes awesome.
Let's do a berry sniff check. Perception for me.
Ooh, yeah. Let's do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna burn a heroic inspiration here.
Let's do it. 2 artificers, 2 people prone to sniffing liquids.
19.
19. You rummaged around for a while, and it was several more bottles than you anticipated you'd need. But you've got effectively a Long Island ready to go here.
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hell yeah. I'm gonna pour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Gonna put one down at Vic as I leave the bar. Try to hand one to the guy standing guard. Probably won't take it. Alright, it's here if you want it, and I'll set it on the closest table. Then take the remaining over to the table. Hey, to good health. I'll look at Don Tree, look at August in disguise. Good health. And I'll take the first one. My goal here is to
Yeah, I think with a 19, he definitely sniffs it again. Realizes it's not bad, and maybe takes a sip, but he's not following your lead with just one person checks on drinking it. He's accepted the drink, he's had a sip of it, but he didn't down it. I feel like that's what a 19 gets you for making it. So you need somebody to alley-oop you if you're trying to get him to just down it. And next up is Elias. Feel free to RP.
So my whole point here is just to show, hey, we're here, no bad blood. Let's get it all out.
And I think
it's a
feel like that
thing.
landed. Yeah,
okay.
He took a sip. He didn't.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back behind the bar and keep acting like I'm doing shit.
Trying to get that rag out of the counter.
Yeah. I got a knife out.
I think I'm positioned with Ivan because he's separate from the group, right? He's upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
But
the three upstairs, 3 downstairs right now.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, great. So I'm up there. It's like I feel like I'm missing something, and as I'm like going through the book or the log, I kind of fiddle in my pockets, and I find the Ioun Stone of Intellect.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just toss it, and it goes around my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to take another crack at the book to see if I
Yeah,
can
for sure.
gain another bit of info. So,
Guidance.
+1 here. So, investigation +1. 14 plus guidance.
You don't get guidance. We're in
No
initiative.
guidance? Okay. Oh, yeah,
You
that's
can't
right.
just, you
14.
can't just yell guidance when you're in initiative.
You're
I
right, 14.
declare
First thing you say is
guidance.
no.
14 then. See if I can get a little more.
I'm gonna slip it in.
Oh.
14. You don't get a ton of new. You don't get any new information.
Okay.
And with a 14, you're not going to get anything super revealing, but something about the arresting of Tesuliat people known in clothing. The descriptions say that they were clearly in, like, Tesuliat regalia. Would be strange only to be released.
Okay.
So try to think maybe what would be gained about arresting someone just to know you have to release them. Like, why are they arresting? They're trespassing. Unregistered, like, spellcraft, unapproved spellcraft, things like that. Something's there. You're
Yeah.
not sure yet.
Shut the book and I'll slip it into my arm. So I'm not holding it. But
Cedal.
I'm gonna ponder.
Oh.
Yep. No, you're good.
You're up.
I'm up. Okay. Awakening from my nap. And what?
Yeah,
Is
that's what
Ivan
goes.
the only one in the room?
I am as well.
Elias.
Oh, where? I have hangover. I think I go down for a drink. What is everyone?
They're downstairs.
B?
They're having a talk with Reginald.
Yes, we should probably stay up here for the time being. Until we're needed.
Oh,
Don't want to spook them.
Anyone have drink
Mm,
or medicine for
I have a-
headache?
I have a lollipop.
It's a suppository.
What? I was gonna say what the hell. I'll take it. And then you said that. I
can roll medicine.
Oh, no, it's okay. What? Are we? Any signal to? Are we fighting?
No.
Do we plan?
No.
No. All right.
We're gonna have to flash back to that plan.
We're right now just keeping watch. If anything goes down, we head down.
Okay.
But
Remember,
right now-
Doc was going to signal us if we were needed. So we're just waiting for that.
Okay. All right. I lay down. I close eyes. I won't sleep. I just try to sleep off headache.
Alright,
Wake me up if
Ivan.
needed.
you're up.
Rest your head. Elias, I'm going to listen in a little more closely. I'm curious about the conversation. Would you mind watching after Siddle?
Ugh. No, that's fine.
Thank you. And I'll slip out the door and kind of make my way to the top of the stairs to just
Sure.
listen to the conversation.
Yeah, I think that is a roll. You can totally do that.
Yeah, I think I'd like to. I think I'm probably gonna try and be quiet. So, make a stealth roll if that's okay.
Sure.
Please. 14.
14. Let me roll this. Yep.
I don't know why I rolled again.
You're just feeling like it. All right, you're feeling good. As we pass through the first initiative round,
Also, really quick, Kumbella just redeemed advantage for Elias. So,
all right.
Hell yeah.
She wants to know what's in that book.
I know. Me too. Me too.
Well, it's nice and good that everyone here is so chummy. I'm sure you can understand my position. Deals with the criminal organization, a church who is seeming to undermine the livelihood of the military, and me between keeping my men alive and listening to my orders from the king. A king who I know is almost certainly conferring with the Archbishop himself on these military plans. I've tried to go different routes through the Baoli, but it didn't work in Wharftown. And now I have more mysterious strangers here in the tavern. I'm sure you can see how difficult of a position I'm in. What would you like me to do? What would you have me do? The church is full of undead, if that's true. What would you like? A different war? You say that they're using the power of souls. How? What are you... Through what means? August, you're up.
I can tell you that we were there in Wharftown when the war broke out, and you left on your ship, and we were there to pick up the pieces. And I can tell you that as a person from Wharftown, I have lost people in Wharftown. And I will pull out the soul anchor from my bag of holding. I'll pull it out slowly so as not to alarm anyone.
You see the guard for a second put his hand on like the hilt, but then calm down.
And I'll put it on the table lightly.
A heavy thunk. Even like the table, it's like, you know, the wobbly tables.
It creaks.
Sits down, yeah.
My wife and young daughter were slain in an explosion in Wharftown. And it just so happens that the Church of Teysuliet had a ship nearby with one of these on it. And from what I know in my perceptions, their souls were taking and absorbed into these, what we've been calling soul anchors. These are tools that were used back in the history of Old Armistead, and which still lays in New Armistead even. They were supposed to be pathways to the afterlife. That's what they were used for, but they have been corrupted and used to funnel souls and energy what we assume for the undead, and I can't tell you more concrete proof than that. But I ask you to trust me, as your men trust you.
Make a persuasion with advantage.
Oh, that was awful advantage. But 17?
You're saying these soul anchors absorb the dead of those who die nearby?
Yes. And that is why the church wants as much bloodshed as possible to fuel whatever plans they have ahead. Your men do not deserve that fate to be used as batteries. You do not deserve that fate. Let them fight their own wars. If they want it so bad.
You see him ponder. A long beat. Kind of turns his head. Palace. Did the new ships also require 1 soul anchor per 30 soldiers? Yes, sir. You see him in deep thought. I don't know about why, but I can tell you that the church was adamant about us taking these with us, to the point they wanted to delay our departure for months, to ensure that they had enough.
I understand your doubt in me, but I ask you to have that same doubt in them.
Let me roll something. What's your passive, Vic?
Oh, which one?
Passive perception, sorry.
15.
Anybody else?
Insight's
there?
18, but yeah.
Oh, insight.
My
That's what I
perception
meant.
and insight is 18.
I think from upstairs you wouldn't. This is a visual cue, so I don't think you'd be able to pick it up. But
Can I roll
no.
perception? Okay.
There was a few beats after he was August was talking about the soul anchors, where very subtly you noticed some physical body language and like kind of micro expressions on his face that just put together something for him. A bias was confirmed. Something in his head is making more sense now. You see that with your passive, and I believe you're up, second up. Vic.
I'll walk over and stand next to the first mate in kind of his guard pose.
Alice was his name that he said.
Yeah.
Alex, yeah.
We're looking for these fuckers who make these soul anchors. And if you could tell us any more information about them, maybe that could be our relationship. You know we can get on your ship. We're capable. Let us work together. We're looking to know more about these anchors and how they're used and what they're going to be doing. And it sounds like that information would be good for you as well.
Persuasion, please.
Uh, 16.
You see him consider, and he kind of looks down at the drink in front of him and takes a sip. I don't know. The church makes them as far as I'm aware. But we have strict orders that after there's any chance of them being damaged in battle or nearby battle, they're to be sent back and blessed by the church. They don't seem to come back, and I've sent a few men loyal to me to investigate, and it seems that they head east to Minth and Drinta. It seems we followed some, but he couldn't get past the Stormborn estate. Vic, or not Vic, Doc.
Quick question before I get this shit show started.
Please.
Thalmor's son was the guy that died in the warehouse that we kidnapped, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Who died
Pretty
is
sure
a very generous way of saying murdered.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I took a vial of the ashes that he became.
I also
I'm-
believe you did.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back around with round 2 of the concoction that I've whipped up. Now, I've been over here sawing on this rag for like 10 minutes, and I can't get it unglued from my bar. But I couldn't help but overhear that, you're worried about them sending somebody else to replace Thalmor's son. Right?
I'm not so much worried as they'll be here any moment. It's inevitable.
Well, if this might change your mind, I'll hold out the vial, I'll just slide it across, show him the ashes. This is what happened to Thalmor when he passed away. There was no fire involved, no cremation, no preservation, no mummification. He just turned to fucking dust. And you're gonna sit here and debate with yourself, excuse me, whether or not you should trust these guys. Do you think they're gonna send another person down? No. They're gonna send another undead motherfucker that just needs an army. Whose army? Your army. Now we can help you and your soldiers, or we can part ways, and I mean, whatever happens, happens, right? I'll pick up my shot glass and shoot it and cheers them.
You're gonna shoot the ashes?
No, the shot. There was a round of drinks as well.
Okay. Only it's so hardcore.
Starts coughing.
Make it a
dust.
These are his
relationship
challenge.
Damn.
Yeah. Just
Don't worry,
cinnamon
I
challenge in
already
his face.
mixed some of the ashes in all the drinks, so we're good. We all got a little bit. What am I rolling?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
this is not good. This is not good at all.
Believe.
What was that movie?
5.
5.
Was it How High?
Yeah.
Where they smoke the ashes of their dead
Yeah.
friend and go to college.
You know what? I can tell by your face. I should get back to the over here.
So it was you, admitted it now, who've confirmed both that he is dead and that you're the group who was there when he died.
Allegedly.
Hey, look. If we're gonna work together, we gotta trust each other, and we gotta put all of our balls on the table.
So, what would you trust of a group that comes in and kills the commanding officer of your army?
Well, it wasn't
As
our
that's what you've
intention.
admittedly done. I had someone infiltrate the church and found 4 dead bodies in the office of Thalmor's son, missing artifacts, and missing Thalmor's son.
Allegedly.
And yet we reached out to you.
That is the confusing part. Elias.
So here's what I'm thinking, Siddle. These people in the book that they logged in. I know, hey.
Oh.
These people that they logged in, they just were released. But it looks like they were captured and imprisoned for things like trespassing into restricted areas. They were doing some unapproved magics. I don't think they're soldiers. I think they Tesuliat spies, Siddle. I think they're trying to gain information on how their military works.
Interesting.
Isn't
What-
it?
Yeah, but are we fighting?
Later, maybe, but
Okay,
don't you think it's weird that these guys are getting arrested and an automatic release for things that should be, I don't know, punishable
Yeah.
by
it's
decades of prison?
very interesting.
And all the soul anchors on the ships?
Uh-huh.
There has to be, like, probably a limit to how many souls an anchor can hold. And then with people in the restricted areas, they probably can tell on how many people can get on a ship. And with that, they could... It's all speculation, but I think they can bomb their own ships and create these anchors and fill them up on their own. They don't... And they can blame war for it. It's a lot of thinking, but I'd do it.
I'm sleeping in. That that is a good observation, but I'm still just trying to lean into the
Yeah.
sit all drunk, sleeping, trying to wait for a fight.
So you're on it. You have an action here.
I do?
Yes.
Oh.
You can go down, you can share, you can do something else. Don't think of it like too much movement speed for the social encounter to get down there.
Yeah.
And talk to people. Don't think of it like that. If you want to go inform them or perform something, that is all totally doable.
I think the scary part for him is that he doesn't want to reveal that he has this logbook, because then he'd be set in the prison when the thing went up. But Action. Trying to think. Yeah, I'll go down. Not too stealthily, but not like in a hurry either.
Sure.
And I'll just kind of like do the how's it going nod to Solomon, to August.
Can I get you a drink?
You have simple syrup back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a glass.
Fucking pocket.
4 fingers,
I
please.
pour 4 fingers of what I've been making.
Oddly, somehow sweet. But also, it's mostly alcohol.
So, okay. I salute to Thalass. How's it going over here, Vic?
Everything's
You dropped something. I got
yeah. Everything's fine.
you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm still
think I
standing
might-
right next to the first mate.
Did you guys get to the soul anchors yet?
Yeah, we brushed up on it.
You see it on the table, probably.
Ah,
Yeah, it's sitting on the table. You guys get to that? Yeah.
have you gotten info on if they fill up or not? You got any info on the anchors from this guy?
Not yet. I don't think they know.
I'm just wondering if there's like a limit to how much it could hold.
Probably about.
They were making us bring 1 per 30.
Mr. General Duntree.
Major.
Major General Duntree.
Just majors. Good.
Oh,
Is that higher than
I'm not good with
general?
rankings, but
Thank you for your service.
do you know of any
Shut the
suspicious
fuck up.
activity within your military?
What kinds of suspicious are you referring to?
Well, my family business, people were sent away to peek on other businesses. And, you know, they'd send info back. Just wondering if you caught a spy or two. Because maybe they know more.
Make persuasion. You have that advantage.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, God, thank God. Not as... Jesus Christ, 11.
Look, you guys have been going so well, and tonight the rolls have been mid at best.
Yeah.
Except for that sleight of hand to put the close sign up.
That
That was
You
the
thought
only
it
thing
said
you guys
course.
nailed. There's always a few spies in war. Mostly towards the last few weeks. I felt like I was under the eye of the church more than the spies. But I was under strict orders. Every time we caught a priest committing a crime, I was told we have to release them. That's much what I said.
No,
Casting
that's like
spells and glamours on my soldiers, trying to overhear plans, getting into areas that are off limits to those who aren't in the military. But just give the priests free reign, they said.
so.
This is. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
These priests, free reign, knowing your ships, knowing the limit to each anchor, putting them on ships, possibly putting other scary magics on your ships. A ship explodes, blame war for the tragedy, they get their batteries filled. They don't need war, they're doing it themselves probably. All speculation.
Just
I know
at
I'm
this
new here.
moment,
but-
Cecil,
Mm-hmm.
laying in your bed upstairs, you're feeling like, man, the atmosphere's tense. Something's going on.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna think, oh, I need drink to clear my head. And I will make my way down the stairs. And I'm gonna drag my mallet behind me. And
Down the stairs.
every stairs is gonna be dong, dong, dong. And I will, I'll go
Yeah, boink,
sit at the
boink.
bar.
You see as you
Squeak.
come out of the bottom of the staircase, the pallet's like half draws and like prepares. He looks.
It's just a clown.
And he kind of slowly.
It's just a clown.
You can't read a book, let alone a room.
You're downstairs.
I sit at my bar. I sit at the bar, hand in head, speak like one, not even realizing that it's Doc behind the bar. whatever there is.
I pour him a double of the thing I've been making.
8 fingers.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Both
fucking
hands.
fistful.
Both hands.
Yeah.
A pint.
It comes in pints.
He's a
Jesus.
big guy.
It'd be like
Hair of the dog or whatever.
fucking hell of
A
a
pint
drink. Who
of
would
just.
pull-
A pint of it, Long Island, dude.
I see Doc and I get like, Doc doesn't work the bar. I look around the bar and I notice the table now. Just gonna slowly drink.
That's a good idea.
Try to wake myself up and be alert.
Are you
and
using
ready.
your action? Is
I-
my question.
No, not. I guess it was kind of like an intimidation thing I was trying to do with the mallet down the stairs, you know. But otherwise, no. I'm waiting because last time I was drunk, I acted hastily, and
Yes,
it wasn't
you
according to
did.
plan. So he's gonna be more patient this time.
All right.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
It's called character growth, okay?
Some self-reflection we're doing.
Yeah, we
Ivan.
like that.
Don't worry. Once I
Ivan,
finish
now
these
the
8
only one
fingers.
upstairs.
Yeah, Ivan will take a deep breath and walk downstairs. Major, I've never been a persuasive man, and perhaps that's the reason I find the church so comforting. As I tell the stories and I teach the lessons, but for the most part, people come to their own conclusions, and that is what I plan to do here. Relendor is just in much as my blood as it is in yours or any of your men's. I grew up in Rothenburg. Father Artorius was the closest thing I had to a father. And the church took that from me. I'm not the only one who has lost loved ones to the church or to this war. And for one reason or another, all of us here have some chip against the church. I'm not asking you necessarily to trust us. You obviously know we can't trust you. Nothing personal, it's just business. I understand how that goes. However, I think we both understand the magnitude of the situation that we're in. I think we both have drawn conclusions, and we have been on separate paths until now. You must recognize that. I want the church gone, but I want my home back. I want Relendor free of the plague. You know Kalenia is not your enemy. The church is.
Persuasion with advantage.
That was spice.
Oh. Natural 20.
Oh,
First 17.
First 17.
we get it. You leave it to him, okay?
You see, as you're talking of Relendor, you're talking of a place you used to know, gone at the hands of the church, as you're speaking on loss. And specifically, when you're evoking that he knows deep down that Clinia is not his enemy. You see with your high passive insight that seems to ring true. Well, it seems that none of us are friends of the church. That's at least been abundantly clear. It seems also likely that you're the ones who killed Dalmore's son.
And at that, I'm going to pull out my holy symbol and let it lay on my chest.
I could almost thank you. I never liked Dalmore's son, but on paper, he was who I reported to. I am a proud Relendori. I too have seen this country change over the past 20 years, 30 years. I don't recognize it, but I try to do my part. I'm trying, saving our soldiers' lives, leading as best I can. But you all realize you're having me buy into a conspiracy of the highest order. The Archbishop is the king's right hand, whispering in his ear, his closest advisor. If what you're saying is true, then this whole country is being run by a rogue undead faction. And the souls of the dead, the children of Relendor, are being siphoned off for some nefarious purpose.
And if we understand that as a truth, and choose not to speak on it, we would be just as much as fault as they are.
He enters a long, pregnant silence. You see deep contemplation. Almost without thinking, he has picked up his drink several times, and over the several sips, it's gone. He goes to take a drink, and it's empty, and sets it back down.
I'm there with a refill if I can.
Just kind of gives you a nod. And you're all feeling the gravity of the thoughts he's having. And you're all content to let him digest what you just told him.
Can I signal to August?
If you'd like.
First, I'll do it quickly in sign language, like a sleight of hand, and then I'll like pull out my shitty bullseye lantern that I have, and I'll kind of point at it and then like point at him, trying to signal like, maybe can you turn on your lantern? I just had the idea of what if this is like
Thalass or
a
somebody?
double agent play or something.
Palace could be a spy. That's why I've been like freaking out.
But
It's-
that's for Bow Bow.
Yeah, I'll try to take out my lantern. It's a bit dark in here. Do you mind if I see your face?
It's not dark in here. What is that?
It's a lantern that senses the undead.
You turn it on. Normal fire color.
Okay.
Good. Good.
And how does it sense the undead?
That I can tell you. It's an artifact I picked up along the way. But you should have seen the glow on this thing in Old Armistead. Terrifying.
And as you're saying it, the flame starts shifting from a warm orange, yellow, red to a cool, icy blue.
I look at him dead in the eyes.
Dontree goes, some kind of trick?
No.
What is this?
No.
I undo my hilt, like my little.
Please get behind me.
What do you think's happened?
Something's near. This thing has a range.
And as you say that, dum 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 dum.
Please get behind me.
don't
I will
Who
get
is
up
it?
from the booth and I will move in front of him. Where he can draw his weapon if he needs to attack me if he wants to, but I will put my back to him and face the door. And I'll leave the lantern on.
Major Dontree, I know you're in there. I've come as quickly as I can from the capital. Seems like it's for me.
Then you, as the major, please take your seat. I, as someone out of your station, I will get the door.
Make persuasion here.
I'm going to use my heroic inspiration that I have.
Sure.
$24.
Ooh.
Let me do the honors. Since you are our guest.
So be it.
Who, may I ask, is coming?
I wrote his name down. Then I forgot it. And then did I not write it down? I wrote somebody's name down. I didn't write his name down.
Garen.
Oh, dude, if it's Garen, holy shit. That is one way to prove.
That would be wild.
Nigel Probst, priest of Tesuliat, here to replace Thalmor's son. I know
One
you're
second.
here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me, sorry, we've just closed. Let me grab my lantern. I can't see the lock. I'm gonna grab the lantern, and I'm gonna look at Dontree in the eyes as I bring the lantern closer to the door.
Do we hate Nigel Palace?
Never met
Are
him.
you saying that out loud?
I'm just like one next to Palace,
Oh.
just like real quiet. Do
He
we
says
hate
never met him. The lantern does increase its intensity. As
I will-
you're holding the lantern there, the door crashes in. Thank you.
What?
And
Welcome.
a man in very finely regaled Tesuliat gear, flanked by 3. You've never seen members of the church like this, but in full plate armor, and great swords. Knights, one of which who just kicked the front door in. Come in. Ah, Don Tree! Sorry for our delay. Thalmor's son appears to be missing, and we sent me as the new delegation to the church as soon as possible.
Greetings, Nigel, and I'll just hold up my hand.
Excuse me while I sweep up the fucking door.
Ah, yes, a shame. He kind of just looks away from you. Don Tree, we need to discuss the operations. I see you've allowed for the food stocks to be destroyed.
It was an attack.
Command
We've lost our men.
of this situation. Don Tree kind of stands up. Nigel, was it? Sir, nice to see you. We're still investigating the source of this operation that caused the destruction of the food stores. Palace is putting together a report. We can have it on your desk by the morning. I assume you'll be staying in the church? Yes. Unfortunately, due to the concerns of your leadership, you'll have to come with us.
I'll stand in the way of the door.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Nigel kind of looks around. What is this? Don Tree? Who are these lackeys? Nobody's. I don't see them in there.
He's our guest, and he is under our charge.
I was about to give a sermon. I'd hope you'd sit and stay.
Make a persuasion with advantage. I feel like that tickles him a little.
I'm gonna lean into Palace, trying to do like this first mate buddy thing. Just like, better buckle up, Buttercup.
Oh, a 5 and a 5. -3 is a 2.
Damn.
God.
Well, if he's your charge, then fear not, we can take care of him. From orders of the Archbishop himself, he fears that your treachery has killed Thalmor's son. It was well known you never liked him. Thalmor sent reports that he didn't trust you, and he found you spying and investigating him. Showed disdain and resisted the church, had its officials arrested. You're being put under arrest on suspicions of murdering Thalmor's son.
Thalmor's son was murdered.
My eyes widen.
I grab my Iron Stone and put it in my pocket.
And I would be happy to show you the man who did it.
As this situation is quickly deteriorating, you guys see the results of your persuasion. Thalmor's son standing on a choice edge, one way.
Country?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. I was like, what?
I got scared for a second.
Sorry.
He's back. Fuck.
Sorry. That threw me off. He's standing on kind of an edge where like a choice one way leads to a lot of consequences, in the same way the choice another leads to similarly. You guys did better than okay, but not a lot better than okay.
That's fair. Definitely a tough
I'm gonna
situation.
roll-
It's hard when you're a major. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a D100.
Oh.
We like those.
Do we like high or low better?
No,
high bad
we're-
or is
we're-
low bad?
We're close to the masters. Low is good
That depends. What'd you roll?
for our golf fans.
I think
We're
high is
gonna-
good for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high is good for us.
Oh.
I love high.
So if he rolls a 35 or above, your guys' persuasion will have worked.
Can I give him advantage?
Guidance?
Can you give the D100 an advantage?
Unfortunately, absolutely not.
I'm stressed.
Dude, same.
We should have went golf. I told you. All right.
You see
21.
Blackjack.
he has so many conflicting emotions about what's happening. But in the end, his default setting this whole time through his life has been to like obey the structure, trust in the structure, trust the order. And you guys represent the chaos.
Yep.
Well, it's fine. If that's what you think happened, I'll come along. We both know that this won't stay for too long. And he begins, him and Palace acquiesce.
Wait, we don't get to know what the roll was?
It's 21.
Oh, it was 21.
He made me roll it.
Oh.
Yeah. I opened a sheet, sorry. I don't have my, like, Game Master sheet.
No, we can't lose an ally.
It's been an interesting conversation, but duty calls.
Hey, are you gonna send someone from the church to fix my door?
Yes, we can pay for this. And he
That
plops
would be
out
great.
he plops out a bag of gold on the counter,
That'll work. That'll work.
and they leave.
Look, no.
Fuck.
No, if we lose this, we lose the whole military. We cannot let this happen.
Okay,
Well,
so
why don't we just bust them out tomorrow?
No,
We
I
don't
think
know if they will be there tomorrow. They might execute him for the looking into he's done of the church.
So we gotta go, like, start a fight in the streets?
You might have to.
I grab
just
my
follow
bang
him back.
bang and I rack it, and I'm ready to go!
I slammed down the 8 fingers.
Gosh.
Fight in streets, yeah! I'm fucking
I'm
ready.
gonna run out and I'm gonna cast.
Now for visualization,
Mm-hmm. I'll grab another
Reginald
beer.
Dawntree and Palace as a duo seemed incredibly dangerous. Very capable. This new church person is wearing more fancy regalia than Thalmor's son was, and he's flanked by 3 knights, which you've never encountered. In full plate armor and great swords.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
God.
For these, the
He-
D6 stats.
You guys know from the sense of Reginald that since he has chosen his way, he considers himself on the same side as these people still.
I don't think all is lost.
He might not survive this.
And that is a risk we may have to take, but I think perhaps our welcome here is drawn out. We have the attention of many high-ranking individuals at the moment. We maybe become a cleanup job.
I think it's
So I
out of
think-
town time.
Close to it. So if we have any remaining business here, we should wrap it up quickly.
Fine.
On our way out, can we call back home and just let them know what's happened in the past 48 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have so
Has been a
much.
dead 48.
Seta looks
I
so
think that might
disappointed.
be like we should
A
call them
tight
right
48.
now and just let them know, hey, XYZ, Element OP.
Yeah, I'll give him a call.
Hit him with QRS.
Do you want me
I'll
to
head up.
tail? I could tail him, and then we could at least know if he gets murdered by the undead people.
Not a bad idea. I think it's good.
Location? Maybe. We had one successful kidnap. Why not do it again? We break in, put him in hole, and get out.
All right. Well, if the major and the first mate get killed, then what happens?
We lose an end to Relendor. He's got a persuasive voice. He's got a big one.
But he isn't the only one.
I
Maybe
think
what
we
we
need him.
said stuck on some level.
Elias, from your investigations of the book, for him to still be arresting people, even knowing that they would have to be released, it like proves that the rank and file trust him more than the other voices. They're loyal to him.
Yeah.
It's likely wherever he goes, at least this battalion of the Relendori army will come.
Oh, you guys want me to tail him? Maybe I can overhear a conversation.
No, I think we've done enough.
Yeah. I don't think you need to risk yourself with that. Those guys looked fucking mean.
All right. Well, where to next?
I'm gonna go make a call.
You head upstairs and
I'll try to fix this fucking door.
send the passcode.
I'll cast mending on
How
it.
much gold we
Oh.
got?
Can
As I
I
head
want to count the
upstairs.
gold. I want to count the gold.
250.
Oh, nice. Jesus.
Hell yeah.
He popped a fat stack. A familiar voice answers. Elias, is that you?
I'll
It's Miss Augustia.
take that.
Oh,
250.
hi. Yes. It's me.
Hello. Do you have something to report?
Oh, I didn't expect you to be on the other end. It's usually some
I-
other person.
Yes, I've taken over the spy network coming out of Rielendor.
I'll
There's
ask for
been
details
some
later.
events transpiring that have pushed me up in rank, and I've asked for this stone specifically. We're attempting to rid the Bowley of the schism that has been plaguing it through Canning and his affiliates. It's nearly done. We just have to get rid of Canning himself. And his ally, his name, I will get. I do have this one for a fact. Dustral. His right hand. They made a play for the Guiwang, sent an assassin, and killed one of the 5. But it was not the Guiwang. And the Guiwang is upset. We are asking all members of the Bali if they find anyone under Canning or Mr. Dustral, please educate them on what happens when you betray the Guiyuang and the Baoli.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you're up to date on all the info I've given you. Or the other guy, at least.
Yes. How is the infiltration going?
Great, actually. We lit up their food supply, so we delayed them by about 4 months. We were counting about 30 to 40 ships. We also were given good numbers on how many soul anchors were going to be on the ship, depending on how many people. Don Tree told us personally that a ship were to have 1 anchor per 30 soldiers. But I also have a prison log, a military prison log that speculation now, but I think it could. Anyway, the main point is that I think the church could have planted some heavy magical bombs onto their ships, and when they sent the blockade and Kalinia would send their navy to deal with it, they might have blown them up and collected more souls. So I think we saved a lot of people, but they're not going to be coming out of here anytime soon.
These anchors were also found in the hands of Cunning and Mr. Dustrel. We captured some ledger books, and it appears that he was selling them through black market contacts.
Yep.
He would
We
buy
saw
them,
a crate come
and
through
then
Servinian
they
Cove.
were requested to return after various... They would come in and stay for about a month, and then they would be sent back. Violent crimes rose. Canning is the master of the enforcers, or was. Now he is his own offshoot sect of the Bowley, or shall they call themselves.
Makes
I guess he
sense.
was charging them if they're soul anchors and sending them back to Drinta. Through, Savini & Co., one of the dealers that was operating with them.
Yeah. We were in one of their big warehouses here when we saw a crate move in and out. But
Was it sent
what do you
out
know
in
about...
a caravan?
Just did not see how they moved out of the area. We just saw a couple men carry the crate out. For a few. Yeah. Basic clothing.
Most of these, we've traced them, were sent through either cargo or caravan. By water or land. They weren't carried off. It wouldn't be surprising. The criminals double dip. You can't trust them.
No.
It may have been sold or stolen to a third party. These middlemen always want an extra buck on top.
They definitely do.
Anyways, this has been a helpful update. If the invasion is delayed 4 months, that gives us time to settle the schism in the Bowley.
Elias.
Sorry, what?
Tell her I said hello. I'm still quite drunk after what he caught.
8 fingers.
Anytime,
the old
but
8 fingers.
I think we're gonna get out of here soon. Not sure where we're gonna go, but I'll keep you posted. I would, if you could, I know I can try as well, but if you could send someone to peek in to Servini & Co., they might have a church member there, if they're dealing with these soul anchors.
We'll try to get some more information. You've
Sounds
done good work. Feel free to, if you wish to return to Kalinia and help us here with the fight, you can, or if you wish to stay in Relendor and continue sabotaging, you've appeared to be quite effective. All information and agents...
One more piece I would like to mention
My eyes
before you
light up.
leave.
Tell her about what's happening to Don Tree.
Wait from here.
Please,
I'm on the call. I'm on the call.
The death of Thalmor's son raised some eyebrows with the church and they sent over a replacement. He looked meaner, nastier than Thalmor. He came with a couple knights we haven't seen before. And they reprimanded Don Tree and his right hand, Palace. They took him, not sure where, but Don Tree agreed to go, so I think he still has the patriotism in him, but he's definitely on our side ethically. It's a good seed we had planted, just so we know.
Well, if you feel it has the potential to grow into something useful, by all means, pursue it.
Sidho says hi. Have a good night.
Thank you. Oh, Elias, thank you. I give him a big hug. It's been so long since I check in. Oh, she must think I'm so bad. It was great. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I miss her.
We were invited back to Kalinia if anybody wants to go.
I don't think our work here is done.
I don't think so either. But
Yeah, I don't think I should leave yet.
I'm just saying we have a place to run to if anything gets to shit. So let's keep it in mind, yeah?
Vic, how do you feel about heading to York?
Oh, I would love to. There's a general there I'd like to poison.
I've never been.
I think that would be a sizable distance from here, and see what chaos we can ensue down in there.
Are we just gonna leave Don Tree in prison? I feel like we could pull him out and maybe.
No.
He's on the, to me, he's on the cusp.
I think Don Tree is quite capable of taking care of himself.
He's on the cusp, I agree, Doc, but we can't risk anything with right now.
It'd be a waste of what we've done. I don't think we go yet.
If we die here, everything we've done is for nothing.
So what we do is we go uncover more, gather more information, come back. Maybe when he's like a captain or something better. And
He was a
wrangle him
captain.
in. So a major, a lieutenant, a fucking
Major
expert.
General.
I don't know. Sure, yeah, that one. I
don't think he's
Master
getting promoted
Chief.
anytime soon, Doc.
look. It's not an appendix. I don't know what it's called. Okay.
Give the Tesuliat back their bomb.
Getting more info is definitely a good thing.
I think more importantly, getting
Made it
away
work.
from here is...
The best thing.
Yes.
But I think we light up that fucking warehouse. You know,
One more
Spectre on the
finale
way out.
before we go.
one more, hurrah.
Not opposed?
All for fighting and distraction.
What if we set the church on fire? Is that something we could... I mean... Or leave like a...
Church, you were there. It was mostly made of stone on the outside. So
leave an effigy.
Shit in a bag, leave it on their front lawn, light it on fire.
I can pee on the steps.
We got our robes. We could,
I don't think going anywhere near the church is probably the best idea.
Insight check. I think Ivan's right.
insight check. I think
Crit
this.
success.
Alright, well...
If we can hit the warehouse on the way out, then I wouldn't be opposed. I think that would be a worthy effort, but I don't think we should overextend ourselves at this point. City would probably be on pretty high alert after last night.
That seems kind of risky. In my opinion.
I would agree. To York it is then.
Ugh.
We made so much progress, yet this still feels like a loss.
We're fighting a giant.
But hey, we know
Um,
the
I-
anchors going to Drinta.
I think we came here to make a long-term investment. It is a short-term sacrifice, but it will be a long-term gain. I have no doubt.
Hey, let's put it this way. We stopped at least 40 ships, maybe 40 more, from departing soon.
And now we've brought a new target from the church into the light, and he seems to hold more weight. So perhaps kidnapping Operation Point 2 will be of higher yield if we come back.
I don't know. They're undead. They're fucking nasty, and they don't take shit serious.
We could kidnap the
The last one annoyed the crap out of me. Made me want to pull your hair out.
Kidnap the
I
king.
mean,
It's an idea.
no.
Need more lollipops.
That is not something I think we're equipped
I
for.
need... Ivan, could we get some food? Can you
As
make food?
the night kind of comes to an end. A little bit of a somber disappointment. You guys head out. Finding passage either on a ship or overland. You can decide. But all that's happened since you've come to Relendor, from Sister Windrave first showing signs that the Church of Tesuliad isn't what it seems, to the revelation that its high-ranking members are undead. A potential ally in someone trying to just salvage what they know of their homeland through the means that they think are proper. An old enemy turned into a potential ally. You leave as the fire of the grain silo, the food store, still burns and smolders, lighting up the western part of town. From talking with Miss Augustia, the delay of 4 months comes just in time, as the internal struggles of the Baldi seems to have come to a head. So, while a direct change in circumstance, other than the delay, doesn't appear to have happened, you've given the true Baldi 4 more months without a war on their doorstep, to settle books, to take control, to rebuild, to cut out those who would try to take over. You found that through various means, the Cunning and Servini & Co. have been implicated somehow with the trade and charging of these anchors. Potentially Servini & Co. also cutting a little off the top. Lost cargo along the way is common. It's considered in the margins, and the margins are where it does business. You guys went out, plenty of ships, and with the explosion, a trading vessel leaving towards York, a common passage. You can secure passage on it if there's nothing left to do.
All right, you're not here.
All right. 1 gold per person, a cheap trip, paid for. And as you leave in the burning depot, the smoke still moving up into the sky in a column. This is the end of the third act. And we'll figure out what happens in York, a mysterious character from Vic's backstory, but everyone levels up.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Again? Already?
You guys,
I feel like we missed.
the start of
I feel
Act
like we missed
3.
something big.
The first level took a long time, and then the second one quickly came after.
Do you remember how long we spent in the warehouse?
You guys really backloaded Act 3 in terms of stuff happening. But that's what we'll end early tonight because I don't want to jump into that
Damn,
because I haven't.
3 on my health? Fucked.
But we don't have to end the stream. We can debrief. But this is where we'll end it on the level.
Yeah, I do want to talk about a couple things if we can do that above table. But
Sure.
That's gonna be right after I
6. Sorry,
train my
I had.
partner.
I get a D12. How will I do?
Did that feel okay for a boss? It was kind of like
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, we did
100%.
well.
That felt awesome. That felt great.
Very tense.
because I was like, I don't know, they're like out of boss, and that's what I was like trying. Like, I don't know how to do this boss. For, like,
I
hours
basically
before we
was trying to force Dawntree to make a move. Like,
Yeah,
I wanted him to
I know.
really, draw a sword
If he would have rolled above 35, he would have resisted via combat. You guys
I
would
was
have
so
convinced
ready
him.
for it. I was so sure.
And the thing about that boss fight is it was balanced so that if Reginald
Wait a
and
minute.
them fought with you, it would still maybe be a little scary. So
I knew somebody was gonna get their shit rocked.
Do I have
all the knights have like 3 attacks. and he
69?
had flame
I
strike.
do. I have 69 rolled health now.
Jesus.
The first guy that they sent died, and they sent the combat patrol of people in charge.
They know he's dead then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not missing.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like that. I love that they know that.
Another sneak attack die.
That's good.
That's sick. That's fucking sick.
What even level are we? 7 now?
Evasion and reliable.
I love that I don't know what level. What level are we?
7.
So, one thing I did want to point out is that even though Dawntree kind of went away and like played the game, as it were, I think we gave him enough evidence to the point where he essentially ate a bullet for us.
Yeah.
And so if we can bring him...
He did. He knows that... You guys know that he knew you killed him, and then when he was charged with it, he didn't say anything.
Right, so... Maybe we don't go now, but if he's still alive later, that is a huge player later that we have to keep in mind. I think we gotta get him out of there. Like, even if it's hiring somebody else to go in and sneak him out back to Kalenia.
He's alive, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that could be a huge asset for us. 83 ships, I think I have written down. 40 on the go and another 40 being built.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if we can send a B team in to extract him and his army, I think that would be looking really good for us.
Oh shit, the new rogue gets reliable talent at 7 instead of field level.
Is that you can't roll like a 9 or something?
Yeah. If you roll below 9, it treats it as a 9 or whatever. And just the, like, expertise and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are my hit dice? D8? Come on, 8. I'll take a 5. That's pretty good.
A classic non-combat boss fight.
It's
With options for combat. I wasn't sure if you guys were
I like
jump him.
encounters like that more, where it's like we have a goal other than killing them, and also we could.
We might.
Yeah,
kill
we
him.
could.
We
And if
could
that-
have if we wanted to until Homeboy showed up.
That was the worst you guys have ever rolled on a high-stakes situation, too.
Yeah. But we got there.
Yeah,
I feel like we still did really good though.
If you
even
guys
though it
would have
was bad.
rolled, if you guys would have passed more checks against him, that number was in my head was gonna be easier.
But we didn't do
Mhm.
that.
But you didn't. You guys had a, what was it, 65% chance? Like, better than okay is what you did.
Hmm.
You did better than okay, but not very good.
I gotta look up my number 7 because D&D Beyond does not have my shit.
I feel like if you guys would have rolled normally, it would have been like 20 or 15, because you guys normally fucking wreck every check.
Oh shit!
25,
No.
26, especially social-based checks with this group.
Now we're gonna wreck shit. I just got Flash of Genius.
hell yeah.
It's so fucking good. Whenever you are a creature you can see within 30 feet of you fails an ability check or a saving throw, take a reaction, add a bonus to the roll, potentially causing it to succeed. The bonus equals your int mod.
What's your int mod right now at level 8?
Uh,
7.
4. My int mod is 4. So plus 4. I can do it a
Damn.
number of times equal to my int mod, which is 4.
Damn.
And I regain all expended uses for a long rest.
That's
So if you
pretty
fail
cool.
a saving throw or a...
Within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah.
I just like, hey, don't do that!
We just... Or do it better.
And you succeed, yeah.
Puts us in 4th level spell territory, right? Level 7?
You don't have any spells.
You bet your ass it does.
Yes.
I don't think how many spell slots? Oh, I only have one though.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get any more spells?
One of the good
But I did get Arcane Eye is one of my spells.
I did get one more prepared spell. Hell yeah.
And I got
another
Wall of
second
Fire.
Oh, nice. Is that from the light domain stuff?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah, that's how I have all the fire spells, Fireball,
Yeah, that's cool.
Scorching Ray. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. I really want to use Daylight. I've been waiting for a really cool thematic moment to like blind a bunch of people in a room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for
to
it.
light
It's
up
there.
a drunk Cedar laying in the street before a
Yeah,
building explodes.
yeah, that is true.
Dane, did you go Source or Warlock?
I went Source.
Sork.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Field a setting on a spell.
But yeah, I wanted Arc 3 to end on like a big play inside of Rallendor. I wasn't
cool.
sure when we started which big play because there was a lot of options. But it's still
You
a
have
big
90
I
hit
was-
points? Holy fuck.
Yeah. I've been rolling high on my hit dice, and today I rolled it 11 out of 12.
My
So
last couple levels have been tough. I only have 51 hit points.
just start taking levels in Barbarian, dude.
There you go.
It's so good. Have D12s.
Go do the old fashioned.
Danny, you gotta give somebody that coin. I was really excited about that item, and you've had it for like 20 sessions, and we've never seen it.
I know. I haven't touched it.
I'm bored of you
I could
having
give it. I
I'm
just
bored
keep
of you
forgetting
having it as a GM.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't have
Remind
it.
me what it does again? I don't remember.
It's either 50-50 crit fail crit success.
And if
Oh,
you
yeah.
fail, If you fail, they crit you.
Oh, that's
Or no, they get to do it. They get to roll it too. It doesn't. They get to flip the coin on their attack. It doesn't continually change. But if you get the 1, and if that enemy that you attacks you, they also get the same deal.
Mm.
Yeah, the only magic item I have is cloak that Doc made me, which is awesome.
You got that at the start of the Path of Friendship. I think.
The cloak of Elvenkind.
Yep.
So good.
Don't be surprised if that just disappears at some point.
I'm not. I won't be.
Yes, it might.
But it's nice to like you made it before the heist meeting or the heist, which is perfect.
It's really good. It's
advanced
a
on stealth.
solid. Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, good sesh. Level up. Level 7.
We level up.
46 sneaks.
I'm sad we
Mhm.
didn't get him. Major
Happens.
Reginald Daughtry.
It would have been too
You win
strong.
some, you lose some.
We were this close to greatness.
That is the karma for rolling so well, leading up to a very critical moment,
Yeah.
and then just shitting the bed.
Yeah.
There was.
In classic fashion.
I had a thought like halfway through where I was like, what if we're just telling the plan to the to more undead?
It was a good check for undead.
It was a good check. We could have gone sideways there. But we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's more sideways than we wanted it to go.
I gotta figure out how to make a poisoning that was supposed to happen before level 1 interesting for a group of 6 level 7s. It's time has passed.
Time is fuzzy. You know.
Time's
Yeah,
fuzzy.
time
It's fuzzy time.
Flashback to when that poison happened. Level 1.
Well, it didn't happen. That's the
Oh wait,
problem.
sorcerers
Yeah.
have prepared spells now.
Yeah, I think
What?
all
Really?
casters use prepared spells now.
Yeah.
Do they change every like level up or something?
I think you
You
get
can-
change between your list.
I forget
Yeah,
how
I'll look into it.
sorcerers use.
I'll look.
but
I'll
yeah.
look into it.
Yeah.
But you
I
can
haven't
change
played-
them.
I haven't played since the new rules.
The new sorcerer stuff is weird. Cause I play sorcerer in the other campaign I'm in, and I'm using the old sorcerer, so it's like it's a weird learning
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah. I just love the old sorcerer, so
I love the old sorcerer. I think it's
Yeah.
better.
Of course.
That's why I took one of my feats
didn't
as
love
the sorcery adept, just for the
Meta magic's so cool.
Meta magic
Yep.
is the shit. Like I
For
still
our
only
next-
have 2 meta magics.
our next campaign I really deeply want to play a wizard, guys. So when I play I love little utility spells and I want to have all of them.
Yes.
No
Yeah, my next
prestidigitation.
character is probably gonna be like an old man
It's
wizard,
wild.
because I do like
I have the
casting
idea of a back
spells,
to
but
school wizard who's like 60 and decided he was going to go to magic college.
Rodney Dangerfield.
finally start learning that magic he's heard.
No
to
respect.
the-
No respect.
It's the dwarf
I don't
from
think
the
I
other
would pull
campaign.
the back to school wizard, but that's an idea I have for a character.
It's Barry's brother.
Barry was an only child, to his parents' disappointment.
So it's one of his many kids.
He's got about
Lineages.
30 kids.
Alright, guys,
Harry,
GG.
All of
Yeah, GG's.
I'm
I
gonna bounce
gotta
out.
get the clothes and pack.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
I should go work
Safe
tomorrow.
travels tomorrow.
Y'all
guys.
have fun.
Those
Thank you,
three ones
fellas.
to,
Enjoy.
Hey,
Thanks for watching,
Every-
guys.
every one of you guys should just like show up.
Goodbye, stream.
Yeah.
That'd be
Stop
really
being
fun.
bitches about it.
how much are tickets
just like show up.
To a pow? I don't know.
When is it? Tomorrow?
to a POW?
I gotta be there tomorrow.
Well, the backstage pass.
Plane ticket.
VIP